Hey, what's up everyone? Johnny the Geek here. Welcome to this unboxing of the Acer Predator Helios 300. So I picked this up on Amazon for Prime Day. It was $900, which is an extremely good deal for this laptop. Even its normal price of $1,050 for the specs on this thing is a pretty good price alone without the sale. So $900 was a steal, I would admit, and you probably won't ever get this laptop at $900 unless there's like maybe Black Friday coming up or Christmas sales or something like that. But I won't get into too much details as to, you know, what the specs and why I went with these specs or why it's such a good deal for these specs. But this is just going to be an unboxing. We're just going to take a look at what we get here and then general overview and stuff like that, maybe crack it open. But for the most part, I do want to make a review on this where I talk more in depth about the specs and what you get and why this is such a good deal for the specs and what you could use this for like gaming and video editing and VR, right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into opening this thing. We're breaking the seal here, right? And by the way, nothing too fancy about the box other than some specs there and whatnot. Okay, so go ahead and this is probably the power brick. We'll get to that in a little bit. Go ahead and slide this out. That's pretty much it. Oh, there's a envelope here. That's pretty much it with the what's in the box. We got boxes within boxes, and we'll go ahead and this is actually pretty fancy packaging here, although you know it is a sub $1,000 laptop. So let's go ahead and just go with the power brick. What we get here, we've got a power cord, probably one of those 3-prong deals. Yep, right, pretty standard affair, like a 2-foot cord there, and then the actual brick itself. And then, what is this? This is some screws. Why do you get screws with your power brick? Whatever. And that's that. Here we have the power brick with Velcro. Pretty nice touch. I love the Velcro. And then we've got the long cord there for like another 3 feet, right? So about 5 feet total, or 6 feet maybe with this power brick here. And for those of you who care, this is a, what is this, 19.5 volts by 9.23 amps, right? So multiply those together, that's how many watts you got. Okay, and let's see, let's take a look at the literature here. We've got setup guide, how to plug things in, fire things up, connect to the internets through the Wi-Fi. There, pretty standard affair. Then we've got a card stock here, Predator Premium Service, your warranty info, support hotline, Amazon.com, support, I guess, and then the manual or a quick guide, right? So I'll just set that aside there, and now for the main show. Oh yeah, man, I need a sharper knife, right? Here we are. What the heck was that noise? Anyways. Ooh, it's pretty hefty. You know, you can't expect Ultrabook thin and light here. There's nothing else in the box. Let's take the plastic wrapping off. Voila. Oh, this is nice. I like this. This is brushed aluminum on here, probably fingerprint magnet. We got plastic up on the top here. Got plastic on the back. As to be expected, we've got like plastic inside here. I don't know if this lights up. Then we've got, you know, brushed aluminum all up on the logo there. Right, let's take a look at the bottom. All plastic. Kind of to be expected. We got rubber feet here. Rubber feet here and here. And then this is where you access the extra hard drive space and memory. Let's go ahead and open already. Look at that, I got fingerprints on there. Let's go ahead and open this. All right, so quick specs on this thing. It's running an Intel 7700 HQ processor, and it has a 1060, NVIDIA 1060, 6 gigs of memory on the GPU. It's got a 1080p screen here, 60 hertz. You know, you're not really gonna, if you play esports, you're probably gonna go well beyond this, but on the 1060. But you could hook it up to another monitor if you wanted to, and a higher refresh rate monitor. And so, keyboard, standard affair, trackpad. Obviously, you know that, webcam, microphones all up in there. Then let's take a look at the ports, the I/O here. We've got ourselves Kensington lock, Ethernet port with the little door thing. Then we've got a USB Type-C connection. Then we've got a HDMI, USB 3 port here, and a SD card slot reader. And then on the back here, nothing, except for ventilations. I don't know why it's only ventilated on one side and not the other side, which is kind of weird. You might as well just open it. I don't know. We'll take a look at that if we get around to opening it fully. Then we have a headphone microphone jack combo here, 2 USB. I'm hoping those are USB 3.0 ports. I hope they're not USB 2.0 ports. I don't know. I'll have to check that out in the review. We've got a hard drive activity light, and then we've got the battery, or this is the power light if the thing is on. And then we've got a battery light here, charging light, and then we've got, of course, the charging port there. And yeah, battery is not removable, obviously. So let me go grab a screwdriver to unscrew this. All right, so one of the things I wanted to point out is that I don't see any warranty is voided if you remove any of these side panels here. I don't know if to access the M.2 drive, because it's more involved where you got to take off this panel. I don't know if that voids any warranty, but for the most part, just doing this hard drive access panel here, or 2.5 inch drive access, and the RAM access here, if it voids any warranty, it should not. What? Do I not know how to? Aha! Oh. All right, so here we have the hard drive, or 2.5 inch SATA drive that you can add on here. You could put in a hard drive, but preferably you probably should put in an SSD. I don't have a screwdriver on me right now, small enough to open this, but normally this is a bracket, so you take these 4 screws out, and then the hard drive would go inside, and then I believe the plugs are, yeah, should be on this side here. So in the review video, I'll show actually upgrading putting an SSD in here. I'll be putting a 1 terabyte SSD in there, and possibly upgrading. I want to see if right now I know that it comes with a SATA M.2 drive inside, and I want to know if that's compatible with an NVMe instead of SATA. So I'm going to throw in there a 256 NVMe SSD in there to see if that's compatible, if that works. And then of course we've got the 16 gigs of RAM, which again, still pretty good deal for what you get here. This is the only location for the RAM. There's no other RAM that you can put in here, and so realistically, if you want to upgrade this RAM to say 32, which is kind of the next progression that you want to do, or you could do 24, like you'd have to get rid of one of these and pop in a 16 gig. So a 16 and an 8, you'll have 24. And then you can get another 16 gig later and have 32. But yeah, it looks like 32 is going to be your max, because I don't know of any 32 gig SO-DIMM modules that exist. So, but getting 16 to start, pretty good deal if you ask me. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. We got ventilation, we got fans here. Again, if once I upgrade this thing, I'll probably do a more in-depth taking this thing apart in the review. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to subscribe to see the review, and then ask me some questions about what this is capable of doing game-wise or productivity-wise, like video editing-wise, or VR-wise, because those are the 3 things that I want this thing to tackle. May not be all in one video on the next video. I might break it up a little bit, but nonetheless, hope to hear from you guys about this. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.